Welcome back, guys, to another discussion about narcissists. And here, you know what we do, guys. We drink tea and we talk about narcissists. And today's tea, real quick, I always tell y'all what I'm drinking. I'm drinking something by Choice Organics. It's called Oolong tea. I know this tea is it tastes like a plant. For one, I don't know. I know it's pretty good for your well-being. Hopefully y'all can see that pretty good on the camera. And I know it helps stimulates fat burning. So that's pretty good if you're, because narcissists stress you out. Yeah, you do gain weight. All types of things happen when you're dealing with narcissists, guys. Just a lot of stress. So this tea does have caffeine in it too. That's why I'm drinking it, because of where I'm at now. It is pretty much in the afternoon, so I'm just, I got so many things to do. So yeah, that's what I'm drinking. Let me know, because I know some of y'all in the UK. Let me know if y'all got this brand over here. I don't know. I know y'all probably got so many different brands of tea, but yeah, it's pretty good. So I'm going to jump in and talk about manipulating a manipulator. I always think about manipulators as like car salesmen. They are selling you something, and they want you to pretty much buy whatever they're selling. So if a car salesman is selling a car, they're on their A game. They're like talking so much, and you just like, you can't even ask the question because they're like cutting you off. You can't even talk. You can't even think. And then they make one really good solid point, like, yeah, did you know this car has these features and this and this and that? And you're like, man, that'll be nice, And you have, you've been manipulated in some ways, because you can't even really think for yourself. You can't even really express your opinion. You can't really think about what's best for you. They are actually selling it and what they want you to do. So that's what that's kind of how I think about manipulators. And I was thinking about this today. And I was like, I had to write down everything that was on my mind. So I'm going to be looking at my phone a little bit, because I have so much to talk about with you guys today. But I got a short amount of time to do it. So, yeah, the first thing I want to talk about is, what is your purpose, like your goal, when you're dealing with someone who's manipulative? And it probably is a narcissist, because this is a channel revolving around narcissists. It talks about narcissists. So what is your goal? Like, what do you want from the narcissist? Do you want them to just leave you alone? That's what a lot of us want. Do you want them to just like get out, or just stop this crazy behavior, all this drama, chaos? That's what a lot of us want. So that's kind of the point that I will base this discussion around. If you want the narcissist, because there's manipulation that it doesn't have to be like bad way, because I know the word is associated with bad. Manipulation is usually something associated with being bad, but it can be used in a good way. So that's one thing you can't forget. So when you think about a narcissist, you definitely have to, if you want them to do something that, maybe as simple as leave you alone, or just co-parent and stay out of court to stop all this drama and chaos. I'm gonna get a little deep with this. You have to tell them what they don't want to hear. That's one thing. So, and you have to make this very logical. So I'll give you an example. The narcissist came at me. I always get tried, but it's not as much, because I'm doing the right thing. So, there's a co-parenting situation with a child involved. A lot of you guys know that. And the narcissist they don't follow court orders, they don't follow rules. We all know that. That says that a lot in the online articles, and the DSM-5 describes a lot of their behaviors, and one of them just being rule breakers. They don't like the rules, so they make excuses, right, for their behaviors. And I couldn't do this, or I couldn't get on our family wizard. These are court order things that the court asked you to do to cut down the drama. They're tired of all of these, cases coming up in here, and they like strong cases, but they're just tired of the drama and the chaos. And, they asked you to do this. This is like, you look at a judge like a principal in school. They're telling you, please follow these rules, do this. And the narcissist has an excuse like, oh, this doesn't work, what the judge told you to do in the contract or the order or you know, our family wizard doesn't work, or the website doesn't work for me, and you're thinking, that's fishy. This is like a certified website. Why would the court system recommend this website, and they do it all the time, if it wasn't, you know, working like that? You think to yourself, like, something doesn't sound right. Something is fishy. So that's an excuse that the narcissist makes in this example. So you have to kind of be on top of these games and redirect them in their excuses. Like, hey, you know, I called our family wizard for you, and they said just call them and they can work on it for you. They can you can use it on a website. You use the website. You can use it on a tablet or a cell phone. It doesn't have to just be the app. You know, you have to redirect the situation for them. You know what I mean? They don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? They just want you to buy their excuses and just go on with it. So if the narcissist ignores you, if you don't get a text after saying something like that, you're doing good. You were doing good. They're not going to respond to something that they don't want to hear, that they don't want to do. And if you make it logical, not really drama, you know, don't say, you know, because they feed off of negativity. That's just one thing that we know about them. They are with the negativity and the chaos. So with that point that I made, like I said, and I also, oh yeah, he came at me and he said, you didn't let me know about teacher meetings or, you know, doctor's appointments. And I said, everything that you said was a lie. So that's not something that the narcissist would want to hear. You know, they don't want to hear that. They want, like, you to either be quiet or not say anything to their, you know, what they're saying. And you got to think about it. If you were targeted by a narcissist, like me, for example, I was going to use me, for example, because my example is excellent. The narcissist is way older than me, lied to me about his age, had a criminal record, didn't know about that, right? Hid that. You know, it was just so many things that I'm nothing like this individual. You know, I graduated college. You know, you know what I mean? I don't have a criminal record, and he actually was a 9th grade high school dropout. I obviously graduated high school if I went to college and graduated. So nothing in common with these type of individuals. And I'm not trying to bash people that, you know, dropped out of high school or anything. I'm just saying that if they targeted you, they think that, you know, you were targeted, you were picked, you were chosen, you know. So I'm pretty sure that this guy, you know, with a criminal record, you know, he has a lot of street smarts. And, you know, since I've been dealing with this individual for years, I mean, the tactics they used were just really, I wasn't prepared for all of that stuff, you know. So in his mind, I'm weak, you know, I'm a punk, you know, so he can just, you know, get over on me and say whatever he wants, and I'm not supposed to stand up for myself. So yeah, you definitely have to stand up for yourself to a narcissist. Every narcissist is a little different, because you got the coverts and the malignant narcissists, psychopaths, but you still got to stand up. You can't let them run with whatever they're going to say to you, because then they feel like they got the upper hand of power, and they go ahead and start running with it, you know, running with their story. So you got to definitely, you know, be logical, make sense in the excuses that they give you, because they got a lot of excuses. That's what you got to look out for. I mean, they're just going to be like, what? You got to just do some digging. You know, don't trust them. Treat them like a criminal. You know what they are. Keep your doors locked. Don't trust them. And then do your research, and then, you know, make sure everything's okay. Because they, you know, I'm not saying they don't have the capability to tell some truth sometime, but most of the time you got to treat them as if they're lying, so you can really progress and navigate it, because they've done so many dirty things to you. You know, you can't trust them. They'll stab you in the back again. I know that, you know. So, you know, their goal pretty much is to not work with you, you know, and you got to make sure you put the best interest first. That's one thing I want to say. If kids are involved, and a lot of times I think half of us in this community, we do have children, you got to make sure the best interest is first. Like I said, you don't have to be nasty or sarcastic, because they can read into that. They'll snitch on you. They will tell judges and attorneys that you are just so nasty, and you'll look like a bitter woman, you know. And people don't like bitter people. They just look at it like, oh, so you're just so mad. You can't even think about the child. You're just so unfunctional. And they'll start talking crap to you too and treat you like crap. So you want to make sure that you are being logical and making sense, and that will take time, actually, a lot of healing in the healing process. That's going to take time to get to that point. But another point I wanted to really, make to you guys, I think with narcissists, you gotta, what I just said is you gotta tell them the truth, but you don't have to tell them every little thing that they done, but you gotta tell them the truth. Like I said, I told the narcissist everything he said was a lie. He backed off. I didn't get any response after that text that I sent. I'll tell you why I didn't get a response. Because you're either going to red pill or blue pill a narcissist. And when you give them that red pill, you're not going to get a response. I'm going to tell you why. Just like the Matrix, you're giving them the reality. You're giving them the truth. And it's like throwing holy water on them. They don't want you letting them know you're not playing that game with them. You're not playing that game. I even told them in the text, I said, I'm not playing these games with you. I follow court orders. If I'm being nasty or you think I'm being nasty to you, then I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm just, I follow court orders. No response. Dead silence. Like, you hear that? That's what you should hear from the narcissist. If you're, putting them in their place in the correct way. You don't have to tell them everything they've done wrong. Just give them little breadcrumbs and they'll start running themselves crazy because they think a lot. They go crazy. They're always in their delusional world. They want to be in a blue pill world anyway because that's the world that they're comfortable in. The chaos, the drama. And, you got to, once you're doing no contact, yeah, that is pretty darn good, But in cases where you got to deal with them, you got to go through the divorce process and go to court and stuff. And, they always keep trying to set you up. They have to, set up a situation and then make it seem some way, then twist it around based on your reactions and then make you look bad. That's a lot of work for someone to do that. I think that's a lot of work. But that's the world they live in. They've been, they're skilled and specialized at doing that. They've been doing it for a very long time. So it comes easy to them. But to me, I'm like, wow. I mean, to do what you do, how do you even sleep at night because you're so busy trying to twist things around, set me up, be somewhere that I'm gonna be at that I don't want to be around you. I mean, you have to you are putting in a lot of work. How do you live with yourself like that? That's how they are. They it's just they're very tortured people. They're very it's very sad in the way that they are because they have to do all of these things and the way they live their life. They're always on edge, always working, to change the narrative, and it's just disgusting. So red pill them. That is definitely something that worked for me. And tell me what y'all think about that. What I just said. But you gotta kind of put them in their place. Because like I said, you're dealing with a vicious predator. I think about a predator like on those TV shows that take the kid from the bus stop and just like, wow, like you just ruthless. And as a woman, these type of abusers, they don't want you to stand up to them. They're like, who are you talking to? Like, I know she ain't talking to me like that. But they'll say it like, you're talking to me like a kid. And say, no, I'm not talking to you like a kid. I'm talking to you like a man. I know you're a grown man. I'm talking to you like a man. They'll try to, they're womanizers. They'll try to break you down, twist what you say, and they don't really want you standing up for yourself. So you got to talk to them, logically and, take your emotions out of it. But once they get the upper hand and they get in their blue pill world, you'll get long text messages like paragraphs and papers, because they're trying to control you. They're going off, they're spazzing. I've seen these text messages, and I got some in my phone too, crazy long text messages, and they'll be in that world, and you gotta bring them out of their world, and red pill them, let them know you're not in that world with them, you're not playing that game, and they'll get quiet as a church mouse. You know what I'm saying? So manipulating them, it depends on if you're trying to just keep them from bringing all that drama and chaos, getting what you want out of the situation. Make them feel as though, like, bring them to the reality and make them feel like, you are with them. You're working with them. But just also let them know that you're not going to break any rules or anything. You're following them. So they can understand you're not playing the game with them, So, being straightforward with them, I feel like that's the best way to be, Like I said, you don't have to tell them every little thing they done wrong. Like, you're a thief, you stole this, you stole that. You can just be like, you know what? I prefer that, we be on the same page. There's things that you've done to me in the past, but I forgive you. I forgive you for everything that you've done. You can say that, you know, and that they don't like that. They don't like that. They don't, because they know you are getting your strength back, your power back, and they want you to be like engaged in the drama and the chaos with them. They don't want you to, you know, stand up for yourself. That's what I notice about them. They don't want you to stand up. They don't want you to be strong. They want you to be weak, and you're crying, and you're sending them text messages. They're sending you text messages. You're back and forth, and, you know, going back and forth with texting like an hour. That's how you know you pretty much gotta redo everything and take a step back, because they are, you know, getting the best of you. You know what I mean? So let me I got a couple more points I gotta make, and then I gotta check out. I got a few things to do today, guys. You know, you gotta remember that narcissists aren't straightforward people. They're not really gonna tell you what they want. They're gonna do things to kind of force you to do what they want you to do, and do things to win. So if a narcissist, for example, wants to get off child support, they're gonna say, you know, you don't never take the kids to do anything. Can I take them? Can I take them during your parenting time? I just want to take them to get ice cream. Wow, that's, you know, we don't have to follow this order. I know it's your time, but you don't trust me. You don't trust me to get my ice cream. Take them to get ice cream. I'll bring them right back. They're just looking for receipts and things like that, just so they can go, because they are definitely going to tell the child support judge, I did this and I did that. I mean, they are ruthless. They are going to stab you definitely in the back. You know, you follow any contract, any agreement, and keep it, you know, don't break anything. You know, don't change your mind with them, because they will take it and run with it, and they are ruthless. They're going to stab you in the back. I've seen the narcissist in court went in on me, like definitely went in on me, and I'm just like, wow. Like, they just don't have no empathy or remorse for you. We all know that, though. But the way they describe how you are, I mean, they really want you punished. They want, you know, your rights taken away, you thrown in jail. They go so hard. They don't even describe anything good about you, because they're so busy, you know, painting out all these negative things and these traps that you done fell in, and they're going to go so hard. So don't fall into their traps, because it's really not going to be good in the long run, you know. So you got to think, narcissists, you know, like, when I think about narcissists, like, criminals don't like to be treated like criminals. You know, they want to be treated like the guy next door that, you know, you can go and take some cookies to or something, per se. If you treat them like, you know, you treat them like a customer, like, hey, you know, you do what you got to do, follow the orders, and you got your receipts, you keep your receipts, and keep everything documented. They like, they'll even say, oh, you act like you don't trust me, I don't understand. I'm saying, you thinking in your mind, you darn right I don't trust you. Why would I trust you? You tried to destroy me. You lied on me. You lied on my family members. You tried to take my kids away. Why would I trust you? But in their minds, they want your guards low. Like criminals, they don't want to come to your kid's bus stop and you have a baseball bat standing beside the kid. They're gonna be like, what? Oh, time to move on. You know, they want guards low. You know, so they can go in and just, you know, knock you off your feet with their lies and their aggression to get what they want. You know, they're very aggressive. So you got to let them know that you're not, you know, you're a survivor. You're not going to put up with that, them talking to you any type of way. You can't let them talk to you any type of way. And it takes time to get there, because they, you know, done so much, but you can get to the point where you stand up for yourself and stay away from them. Because I know some of you are probably still in relationships and marriages to them, which is really awful. I mean, because I'm talking from the perspective, because I left years ago, long time ago, over a decade ago. So, you know, one last point I want to make, I want to let y'all know, because I'm looking through my phone. I want to let y'all know, when a narcissist is the punisher, you got to think about them being a punisher and a victim. When you think about them being a punisher, they're punishing you. You know they're lying about you. They say you don't do this, you don't care about the kids, you always sleep, you never take them out, you never do. They make all these things up about you. They're basically punishing you. They're lying on your relatives, saying they, you know, they're this, they're that, whatever route they're trying to do. You know, they don't want you to have any help, nobody in your corner, and they want to turn everybody against you. You know, just how hard they go on you when they're punishing you. They're trying to get you arrested and all of these things. You know, when they're punishing you, you realize that, okay, you're definitely in the blue pill world, because all of this delusion, everything is going on. It's so much chaos. You're just like, I can't even believe I'm going through this. Like, I can't believe the police is outside knocking at my door because they're saying these things. Like, man, this is crazy. But this is where they're thriving at. This is the world that they're thriving in. They know this well. They'll talk to the cops and say, yeah, she hit me. She assaulted me. I want you to take her to jail. Yeah, she needs to learn. And you're like, what? I didn't even touch you. I can't even believe this. This is crazy. Like, the look on their face, they're so serious, they're so emotional, and you're like, you really are sick. If you can, like, definitely, if you can get somebody arrested and go through with it and be okay with it, you really are sick, because that's not for people like you and I. We could never lie and get somebody thrown in jail, get their job lost. I mean, making them lose their job, resulting in a loss of income, losing their apartment or home, and it's just, it takes a cold, callous person to do that. So that's when they're punishing you. That's what I want y'all to think about. And then when they're the victim, you ever wonder why they're like, you talk to me like a kid, or you don't get no response from them? That's because you are putting them in their place. You're standing up for yourself. You're following the rules. You're doing no contact right. And you're in the red pill world. You're exposing them to the red pill. They don't want to take that red pill. They don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to, you to bring them to reality, because they have fun in the blue pill world. So y'all, just think about that. Just think about the difference between when you see them playing the victim role with you. They're telling you that they're gonna say, Narcissist told me you talk to me like a kid. I said, I'm not talking to you like a kid. I'm sorry that you feel that way. I'm just following the rules, and that's what I do. I just let you know the rules. This order says that X, Y, and Z. I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm just following the rules. Following the orders, the court's orders. And I didn't tell them that you're not following the court order. You know how you tell them the truth, but you don't have to overshare. Just let their minds run. They're good at that, thinking and driving themselves crazy anyway. That's their job. But you move on. And you find your peace. You find something that's going to make you happy. And you keep doing the right thing. The red pill, the reality is you doing the right thing. And I know you all can do the right thing. You don't have to break the rules and get on their level. Even though it's hard, they really do some mean things, nasty things in the system. The way it's set up, they're not standing up and punishing these guys for the type of things that they're doing. Because even making false allegations against someone, you should go to jail for that. If they found it untrue, things that narcissists say, narcissistic women blame good fathers, and they say, oh, they did the R word to the kid. You should go to jail for that. You should do some time, because you lied. You almost destroyed that person's life. So you should do some time. There should be some sort of punishment for that, but it's not much they're gonna do about that. So yeah, tell me what you think about this video, guys. I'm gonna check out on that note. And make sure y'all, you know what I'm going to say, turn your notifications on, subscribe if you haven't done so, and comment below, guys. I will talk to you guys soon.